do you think now that Chelsea are looking for a manager, for both of you, do you think that having this transfer ban is going to affect what manager wants to come and coach?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I think with that's a perfect question. I think it will, because I think if you look at Chelsea's prestige and all that, you could definitely have a good manager come into the club. You definitely could.
Yeah.
Someone,
but because of this transfer ban, I reckon managers are going to be like, nah, I
yeah.
can't bring in
a lot
the
of managers do
players.
it, and I think that's why Sarri left. But not only that, I think
you
it's
reckon
also,
because of that?
I think it's because he can get Champions League football, but he can't bring in a player for Champions League football. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
So it's
true.
more the fact he liked Loftus-Cheek and all that, but he won't play him
And
regularly.
he wants his reputation to
Yeah,
be pretty
he
high.
needs.
But he likes a list and probably likes the younger guys at Chelsea.
Yeah.
But then he's like, if I want to go any further and win a Champions League, and then Juventus.
Like
is the team
Juventus,
for
he
me.
can go to a Champions League. He can sign. I heard he wanted to sign Napoli's right back, that Hisage or whatever his name is. He wanted to sign him and get rid of Cancelo. I know. I saw that for a fact. There are rumours Koulibaly was going to go, whether that's happening or not. But he wanted Allen as well. He wants to sign players
He's going
for.
to sign some Napoli players.
He will, because a lot of people liked him.
Oh,
But
that's going to be good for Napoli fans.
if they move, that's the other thing. But for him, what could going to Chelsea, not signing anyone, and having to bring up Mason Mount, Tammy Abraham, what could that do for? That won't do anything for him. You'll be out in the group stage. That's what he thinks anyway.
Yeah.
I think then you look at it.
Well, you know what? I'm just saying, and I'm not saying it because I'm Liverpool's fan or anything. I think Chelsea are fucked next season.
No, I think you're wrong there. I'm not
How
saying this
can we
because
do the same thing with like 99% of our players, bar a couple like Hazard leaves, Gary Cahill leaves, and I don't think there's any other big names off the top of my head that's left. The team hasn't changed that much.
What Chelsea have done right so far that I've seen is they rejected a bid for Willian. Right? Again. Sorry, Jack just had a cough and I just fucking pissed myself. What they've done right here is they rejected a bid for Willian. They said, no, you're not going. They let Hazard leave.
Barcelona gave him
Yeah.
that bid as well.
They let Hazard leave when he did everything he could for us. They were very clever with that because they got the money out of him when he was in his prime. It's not like he got injured, went shit, and then we got rid of him. He worked his ass off for it, and he left.
Yeah.
So they did well there. They got their money for him. They kept Willian when they needed it most. Now Sarri's gone. I hear Gianfranco Zola's going.
Yeah, next year.
And the smartest thing they've
Where's he
done,
going?
he'll find somewhere else to go. The smartest thing they've done is contact Frank Lampard straight away. And I say this, I know last episode we said he wouldn't be that good just because he's new and upcoming. But imagine if someone like Steven Gerrard walked into Liverpool. Everyone knows him.
I think if you're gonna get Lampard though, you need him to be an assistant first. No,
That won't happen though.
You don't have to, because I heard with Lampard that Jody Morris comes with him. That was with him at Derby. Didier Drogba gets a staff role.
And Drogba's a freak.
Joe Cole
yeah,
gets a
but he's
staff
freak
role.
Footballer doesn't mean he's a freak coach. Look at Thierry
No,
Henry.
but it's not about that. It's about building something at the club.
Yeah.
And if you can build it from the legends that gave you your reputation as it is now,
Success.
you're going to... Like, David Luiz, he played with Frank Lampard. You know what I mean? These players played with... Mason Mount was coached by Frank Lampard. Loftus-Cheek, they look up to someone like that. Yeah. You bring him in who knows...
He would be a good
for the young boys, he would be a massive
With the
influence. So
transfer
you start...
ban,
Yeah.
and he's got the players we've got, and he can play, he's developed such players with Derby.
Yeah.
And then coming to Chelsea and have such good talent and players on loan, he has the ability to not only show the players what he was, he has the ability to teach these young guys the skills he went through and had some other staff that he's been with him. He'd do a great job. Might not win titles for a couple of years, like maybe 2-3 years, but he's definitely someone I'd rather have for a good...
Like a future thing.
Yeah, I'd rather have him now and keep him for 5 years instead of bringing some
For Chelsea...
prick in that's only going to stay for 1 year and fuck up all the youth and piss everyone off.
For Chelsea, their aim is just stay in Champions League. I'll say it now, and I'll keep by it. They've won...
Finish top 4.
Yeah.
So don't worry about any other competition. Just
finish
worry about
top
the
4.
Premier
Do a
League and finish
Tottenham
top 4.
and build for 5 years. They've got Europa League, so they've won a major trophy recently. Before that, they won the FA Cup with Conte, and then they won the league. So you look at this now... You bring in Frank Lampard, like Jack said, I'd rather have him for 5 years, build a system,